going alive. Our thoughts are powerful carriers of energy, shaping the reality we experience. When someone occupies your mind persistently, even without direct communication, it signals a deeper energetic connection that deserves your attention. This isn't a random occurrence. Rather, it reflects how interconnected we are at an emotional and quantum level. These thoughts might emerge from love, unresolved emotions, or even curiosity, all of which vibrate with a unique frequency. According to Joe Dispenza's teachings, thoughts combined with emotions create a magnetic field that extends beyond our physical reality, often influencing the very fabric of our experiences. When you continuously think about someone, it's not just a mental phenomenon, it's an energetic signal. Every thought you have about this person is tied to an emotion, whether it's joy, longing, or even confusion. These emotions amplify the energy you emit, creating a connection that transcends physical interaction. It's like tuning into a radio frequency. The stronger the emotional charge, the clearer the signal becomes. The key here is to reflect on the nature of these emotions. Are they uplifting, or do they weigh you down? This reflection can help you understand the energetic dynamics of your connection with this person. Furthermore, these recurring thoughts could stem from patterns within your subconscious mind. The subconscious is like a reservoir of all your experiences, beliefs, and emotional memories. When someone stays in your mind, it might be because they've triggered something unresolved within you. It's not always about them as a person, it's about what they represent in your life. Maybe they embody a lesson, a desire, or even a mirror to your own self-perception. Recognizing this can be transformative. Instead of seeing their presence in your thoughts as a mystery or a burden, consider it an invitation to grow. Interestingly, science also supports the idea of energetic connections between individuals. At the quantum level, particles that have interacted remain entangled no matter the distance between them. This concept can be extended to human relationships, where emotional bonds create a similar kind of entanglement. The presence of someone in your thoughts could be evidence of this energetic resonance. But this is introducing you to another human being. And if something painful takes place, it will reveal to you. It's as though your consciousness and theirs are linked, even if only subtly, across time and space. But why does this matter? Because where your focus goes, energy flows. If these thoughts are consuming your mental energy, they could be shaping your reality in ways you're not even aware of. It's essential to understand that this connection isn't necessarily about the other person's intentions or actions. It's about your inner world and how it responds to their energetic presence. By becoming aware of this, you can begin to shift your energy toward clarity, healing, and empowerment. So what can you do when someone occupies your mind so deeply? Start by observing your thoughts without judgment. Instead of getting caught up in a loop of emotions, ask yourself what these thoughts are trying to reveal. Through mindfulness and practices like meditation, you can untangle the emotions and energies at play. This process allows you to release what no longer serves you and create space for new, empowering experiences. And when you approach the situation with curiosity and openness, it transforms from a source of confusion into a pathway for growth. You have the power to choose how to channel your thoughts and energy, aligning them with the life you want to create. In this, you'll discover that the most important connection is the one you cultivate with yourself, as it shapes every other connection in your life. When someone occupies your mind persistently, the root of these recurring thoughts often lies in the depths of your subconscious. The subconscious mind is a powerful force, storing all your experiences, emotions, and memories. Unlike your conscious mind, which operates with awareness and intention, the subconscious works in the background, shaping your behavior, feelings, and even your thoughts without you realizing. When a person remains in your mind without communication, it could indicate that their presence has activated a memory, a belief, or an emotional trigger embedded within your subconscious. This connection is often emotional, not rational. You may not consciously choose to think about this person, yet their image, voice, or essence lingers, almost as if it has taken up residence in your mind. This persistence is a sign that there is something unresolved or deeply tied to your experience with them. It could be a joyful memory, a painful experience, or an unspoken expectation that keeps replaying, seeking closure or understanding. Your subconscious is like a mirror reflecting back aspects of yourself that you may not have addressed fully. And this person may represent a key piece of that puzzle. Emotional charge tied to these thoughts is critical. Emotions like love, regret, guilt, or longing are potent forces that anchor these thoughts in your mind. For instance, if the person reminds you of a time when you felt unconditionally loved, your subconscious may cling to that feeling, associating it with them. On the other hand, if they are tied to unresolved pain, your mind may keep replaying scenarios as a way of trying to process or resolve the emotional wound. This is the subconscious's way of attempting to bring you back to balance, but it often does so by keeping the memory or thought active until you consciously address it. In Joe Dispenza's teachings, the concept of emotional memory is pivotal. When an experience is deeply emotional, it becomes imprinted in your neural pathways. The subconscious then uses these imprints as patterns for your thoughts and behaviors. If someone's presence in your mind is linked to a strong emotional memory, your brain may be wired to revisit those thoughts, almost as if it's trying to keep you in a familiar emotional state, even if that state isn't serving you. This is why it's so important to recognize the role of your emotions in shaping your mental focus. The focus is just as important as the emotions, simply because the emotions are the focus. Understanding this doesn't mean you need to fight these thoughts or suppress them. Suppression only buries the emotions deeper, strengthening their hold. Instead, bring awareness to what these thoughts are revealing about your inner world. Are they pointing to unmet needs, unhealed wounds, or unspoken desires? By asking these questions, you shift from being a passive observer of your thoughts to an active participant in your healing process. Meditation and mindfulness can be invaluable tools here. When you meditate, you create a space to observe your thoughts without judgment. This allows you to see patterns and triggers more clearly. You might realize that the person who occupies your mind represents something beyond themselves, perhaps an aspiration, a fear, or even a version of yourself that you've forgotten or ignored. This level of self-awareness is where true transformation begins. It's also important to approach this process with compassion. Don't judge yourself for having these thoughts. Instead, see them as signposts, guiding you toward growth and healing. When you release the emotional charge associated with the person or memory, you'll find that their presence in your mind naturally diminishes. What remains is a sense of clarity and peace, allowing you to focus on the present moment and align with the energy you want to cultivate in your life. In the end, these recurring thoughts are less about the other person and more about your own journey. They are invitations to explore your inner world, heal old wounds, and create a new narrative for yourself. One rooted in freedom, empowerment, and self-love. When someone is constantly on your mind without any direct communication, it may not be a simple coincidence or a fleeting thought. At a deeper level, this could point to an energetic connection that goes beyond the physical world. Quantum entanglement, a concept often discussed in both science and spiritual teachings, offers a fascinating lens through which to understand these phenomena. Just as particles that interact remain connected across space and time, human relationships can exhibit a similar kind of connection. This entanglement creates a bond that persists even in the absence of interaction and can manifest as a recurring presence in your thoughts. At the quantum level, everything in the universe is interconnected. When we form emotional bonds with others, our energy becomes intertwined in ways that are not easily severed. This energetic link might explain why someone's presence lingers in your consciousness. It's as though a part of their energy has left an imprint on yours, creating a resonance that keeps them in your awareness. This connection is not limited by physical proximity or time. Instead, it operates on an unseen, energetic plane that transcends our usual understanding of communication. This plane is the last place that we experience intimacy with ourselves. The last place we experience intimacy without resisting it. These connections often arise from shared experiences or strong emotional exchanges. When you share a moment of deep understanding, love, or even conflict with someone, it creates an energetic signature that can persist long after the moment has passed. This signature may continue to resonate within you, drawing your thoughts back to the person who was part of that experience. While this connection might feel mysterious or even unsettling, it can be seen as a reflection of the depth and significance of human relationships. However, it's important to recognize that not all connections serve our highest good. Some may tether us to unresolved emotions or unfulfilled desires, keeping us energetically tied to the past. In these cases, the recurring presence of someone in your mind might be a signal that it's time to address these lingering emotions. Ask yourself, is this connection uplifting, or does it feel heavy and draining? Understanding the nature of the bond can help you decide whether to nurture it or consciously release it. This phenomenon also offers an opportunity for self-reflection. When someone is constantly on your mind, it might not be about them at all. Instead, they could represent an aspect of yourself that you are being called to explore. Perhaps they mirror a quality you admire, or a fear you need to confront. By viewing the connection through this lens, you can shift the focus inward and use it as a tool for personal growth. Meditation and visualization can be powerful practices for exploring these energetic ties. In meditation, you can observe the thoughts and feelings associated with the person without attaching judgment or resistance. Visualization can help you consciously assess the connection. Imagine the energy between you as a cord. Does it feel nurturing or does it feel restrictive? If it feels like something you need to release, you can visualize cutting the cord, symbolizing your intention to let go of the attachment while still honoring the experience. Ultimately, understanding quantum entanglement in relationships reminds us that we are all interconnected. This awareness can inspire a sense of compassion and empathy, not only for others, but also for ourselves. Recognizing the energetic nature of human connections helps us approach them with mindfulness, ensuring that we nurture those that uplift us and release those that no longer serve our growth. These recurring thoughts are not random. They carry messages about your inner world, your relationships, and your energetic state. By exploring them with curiosity and openness, you can transform what might initially feel like an emotional weight into a source of clarity and empowerment, guiding you toward greater balance and alignment in your life. The recurring presence of someone in your thoughts, even in the absence of communication, is often more than a mental preoccupation. It could be tied to the intricate connection between the heart and the brain. The heart is not just an organ that sustains life, it is also a powerful center of intelligence, generating its own electromagnetic field. In fact, the heart's electromagnetic field is far stronger than that of the brain, and it radiates outward, influencing your internal state and your interactions with the world. This connection between the heart and the brain plays a crucial role in shaping your thoughts and emotions, especially when it comes to relationships. When you think of someone deeply or feel a strong emotional response to them, your heart and brain engage in a dynamic conversation. This dialogue shapes your perception of that person and intensifies their presence in your thoughts. For example, if the feelings tied to them are rooted in love, admiration, or longing, your heart emits a frequency that amplifies those emotions, creating a feedback loop that reinforces their image in your mind. Similarly, if the connection is associated with pain or unresolved conflict, the emotional charge keeps the thought active, as if your heart and brain are seeking resolution. Joe Dispenza's teachings emphasize the importance of coherence between the heart and the brain. When these two systems are in harmony, your thoughts and emotions align, creating a state of clarity and balance. However, when someone occupies your mind persistently, it might signal an imbalance. This often happens when your heart's longing or emotional attachment to that person overrides your rational thought processes. End quote. The mind begins to dwell on the what-ifs and unresolved scenarios, while the heart holds on to the emotional charge, creating a cycle that can feel difficult to break. Understanding this connection requires tuning into your inner energy. Ask yourself, are these thoughts stemming from the heart's desire for connection, or are they the mind's attempt to cling to something that no longer serves you? The answer can help you discern whether this recurring presence in your thoughts is nurturing or depleting your energy. The heart often guides us toward authenticity and truth, but when it becomes clouded by attachment or fear, it can lead to emotional entanglement. The heart-brain connection also explains why some people can profoundly impact your energy even without physical interaction. Relationships carry an energetic imprint. And when you are deeply connected to someone, your heart's electromagnetic field resonates with theirs. This resonance can persist, keeping them in your awareness long after the physical connection has faded. It's a reminder of the profound influence relationships have on your internal state and the importance of tending to these energetic bonds with care. To navigate this dynamic, mindfulness and self-awareness are essential. Practices like heart-centered meditation can help you harmonize the energy between your heart and brain, bringing clarity to your thoughts. During meditation, focus on your heart space and breathe deeply, imagining a sense of calm and balance radiating outward. This simple practice can help you shift your energy from dwelling on someone else to nurturing your inner peace. It's also helpful to reflect on what the recurring thoughts reveal about your emotional state. Are they showing you a need for healing, closure, or self-compassion? Or are they pointing to a longing for deeper connection and fulfillment? By exploring these questions, you can transform the energy tied to this person into an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. And it also opens up habit patterns for deeper, faster, and faster improvement. In the end, the heart-brain connection reminds us of the profound interplay between our emotions and thoughts. It teaches us to honor the signals from our heart while using the clarity of our mind to guide our actions. By cultivating this balance, you can free yourself from patterns of attachment and create space for authentic, uplifting connections in your life. When someone occupies your mind persistently without any communication, it can create confusion, frustration, or even longing. These recurring thoughts often feel like a puzzle you are compelled to solve. One of the most effective ways to approach this phenomenon is through meditation. By embracing meditation, you give yourself the gift of clarity, a moment to step back from the noise of your thoughts and observe them without judgment. This practice can reveal deeper insights into why this person remains in your consciousness and help you shift your focus from rumination to understanding. Meditation is not about stopping your thoughts. It's about creating space to witness them as they are. When you sit quietly and focus on your breath, you begin to notice patterns in your thinking. For example, you might realize that thoughts about this person arise in specific emotional states, when you feel lonely, nostalgic, or uncertain. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward gaining control over them. It helps you see that these thoughts are not random. They are tied to your inner emotional landscape. The next step is to explore the emotions connected to these thoughts. Are they rooted in love, regret, hope, or unresolved pain? Often, these feelings are amplified because they have not been fully processed. Meditation provides a safe space to sit with these emotions, allowing them to surface without being overwhelmed by them. By acknowledging and accepting what you feel, you begin to release the emotional charge that keeps these thoughts active. This process can feel liberating as it frees you from the weight of unresolved emotions and creates room for peace and clarity. Joe Dispenza teaches that where attention goes, energy flows. When you repeatedly focus on someone, whether consciously or subconsciously, you are directing your energy toward them. Meditation helps you reclaim that energy. As you sit in stillness, you can consciously redirect your focus away from the person and back to yourself. Visualize your energy returning to your own heart space, filling you with warmth, strength, and self-compassion. This act of reclaiming your energy is a powerful step toward breaking the cycle of persistent thoughts. Another benefit of meditation is its ability to shift your brain waves into a state of coherence. When you are caught in repetitive thinking, your mind is often in high beta waves, a state associated with stress and overthinking. Through meditation, you move into slower brainwave states like alpha and theta, which are associated with relaxation, creativity, and insight. In this state, you can access a deeper understanding of your thoughts and emotions. You may even uncover hidden beliefs or fears that are contributing to your fixation on this person. I firmly believe visualization techniques within meditation can also be particularly effective. Imagine yourself surrounded by a sphere of light representing your energy field. Visualize the person who occupies your mind as being outside this sphere. See the energetic cord connecting you both and gently imagine it being released, symbolizing your intention to let go of attachment. This doesn't mean cutting them out of your life, but rather releasing the hold their energy has on your thoughts. This practice can bring a profound sense of relief and empowerment. It's important to approach this process with compassion, both for yourself and for the person in question. Persistent thoughts about someone are not a sign of weakness or failure. They are an opportunity to learn more about yourself. They point to areas where healing or growth is needed. By using meditation as a tool, you cultivate self-awareness, which allows you to transform these thoughts into a catalyst for positive change. Ultimately, meditation teaches you to anchor yourself in the present moment. It reminds you that your power lies not in the past or in hypothetical futures, but in the now. By focusing on your breath and observing your thoughts, you reclaim control over your mind and energy. This empowers you to let go of attachments that no longer serve you and create space for new, uplifting experiences to enter your life. When someone occupies your thoughts persistently, it's easy to feel powerless, as though your mind has been hijacked by the connection. However, this experience can be an invitation to reclaim your personal power and take control of your energy. The thoughts and emotions tied to this person might feel overwhelming, but they also point to areas in your inner world that are asking for attention and healing. Instead of seeing this as a burden, view it as an opportunity to strengthen your sense of self and align with higher vibrational states like joy, gratitude, and self-love. One of the first steps in reclaiming your power is recognizing that the external world does not dictate your inner state unless you allow it to. When someone occupies your mind, it often feels like they are in control. But the truth is that you are the one giving those thoughts energy and attention. This is not about blaming yourself. It's about understanding that you have the ability to shift your focus. This realization alone can feel empowering because it reminds you that you're not a passive victim of your thoughts. You can choose where to direct your mental and emotional energy. To begin this process, reflect on why this person has such a strong hold on your mind. Are you seeking validation, closure, or connection from them? These desires, while natural, often arise from a place of emotional dependence or unresolved wounds. Instead of seeking fulfillment through someone else, ask yourself how you can meet those needs within yourself. For example, if their presence in your mind stems from a longing for love or acceptance, practice cultivating those feelings from within. Affirm to yourself that you are enough, whole, and worthy, independent of any external relationship. God bless you in all the decisions that you make. God bless you. Any other questions, comments, condescension? Joe Dispenza often speaks about the power of shifting your energy from survival emotions such as fear, longing, or anger to elevated emotions like gratitude, joy, and love. These higher vibrational states not only improve your well-being, but also help you detach from attachments that no longer serve you. When you focus on generating feelings of gratitude or joy, you shift your attention away from the person and onto the abundant possibilities within your own life. It doesn't mean suppressing your thoughts about them, but rather transmuting that energy into something that uplifts and empowers you. Another powerful tool in this journey is forgiveness, not just of the other person, but also of yourself. Forgiveness allows you to release the emotional weight tied to the connection. Holding on to resentment, guilt, or regret only keeps the energetic bond alive, making it harder to move forward. When you forgive, you free yourself from the grip of past experiences and open the door to emotional freedom. This doesn't require the other person's involvement. It's an act of self-compassion that allows you to reclaim your peace. Visualization can also support this process. Imagine yourself surrounded by light, strong and radiant. Visualize any lingering ties to this person gently dissolving as you affirm your intention to release them with love. This doesn't mean you are severing all feelings or connections. It means you are choosing to prioritize your inner peace over attachment. By consciously letting go, you create space for new, positive experiences to enter your life. Throughout this process, it's essential to practice patience and kindness with yourself. Detaching from someone who has a strong presence in your mind is not an overnight process. It requires consistent effort and a willingness to explore your inner world with curiosity. Celebrate small victories, like moments when you notice the thoughts without becoming consumed by them, or when you consciously redirect your energy towards something that brings you joy. Ultimately, this journey is about rediscovering your own power and recognizing that you are the creator of your reality. By focusing on your own growth, healing, and well-being, you transform what might feel like an emotional weight into a stepping stone toward greater freedom and self-awareness. Through this, you align with a life where your energy is no longer tied to the past, but is fully available for the present and the future you wish to create.